Hi guys, what's up? It's me, CJ the DJ, back at it again. This time I decided to do a makeup look for the days that I'm breaking out. This is just kind of like my makeup routine for when I'm having blemishes or any issues with my skin. There's a lot of different steps in my normal makeup routine, but I hope you like it. And I just got a lot of compliments yesterday, even though I wasn't feeling cute, so it made me feel like, well, maybe other people would like to see this video, so let me just do this. I hope you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up. You can follow me on Instagram at Chantel Jeffries, Snapchat at Chantel Talene, and you can find all my music, yeah, just under my name on all platforms. Yeah, so let's get into the video.
Yeah, and I heard him say, nothing's ever promised tomorrow today.
All right, guys, so this is my skin right now. I like doing face masks, so I did a new one and it gave me an allergic reaction. It made me break out and it made under my eyes really dry and red, as you can see here, which is similar to what happens when I get eyelash extension. So I'm not sure what ingredient causes it, but this is my face right now and I have to deal with it. So yeah, I'm gonna just show you guys my makeup routine for when I am breaking out, which is actually different because I do a few more steps to try to like make my skin tone more even and kind of like disguise my acne or whatever's going on. I like have texture on my skin. I'm not gonna let some pimples stop me, so here we go. If you saw my tweet, I said if you see me in public, pretend you didn't because I'm having a bad skin day. So I've already washed and moisturized my skin. I'm gonna start with a highlighter, and I like to use two different ones depending. This one is the Nars Hot Sand Illuminator. So I'm gonna use this one, and wow, I just realized my shirt says allergic to humans. I'm allergic to a lot of things, so that's why I have this issue right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna mix the two. So I'm gonna put a little bit of the Nars first. So I'm just putting it on top of my cheekbones, on my nose, under my eyebrows, and on top of them. This is the Becca Skin Love Glow Glaze Stick. So I'm also just gonna put that in the same places. I also like to put this one on the top of my lip. I kind of tap it to mix the two in together.
Tap, 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 tap.
I wanted to make this video because honestly, when I'm breaking out and get really stressed about my skin, I don't want to do anything. And then I realize that when I do this routine, I end up looking better sometimes because I put more effort, and so it kind of makes me less depressed about my skin. Next step is I'm using these two Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. These ones are Barcelona and Syracuse. I mix them depending on like if I'm tan. I have two, so if I'm like lighter or darker or in the middle, I can mix them. The Barcelona is a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna mostly use this and just mix a little bit of the Syracuse in to give me more color. So I'm such a cat mom. There's literally cat hair everywhere. A couple pumps of that, and then I'm gonna mix it with like 1 or 2 pumps of this just to add a little more color. I'm gonna take one of these stippling brushes, also cat hair in this, and I'm going to just all over my face in a light layer. So I just blend it down into my neck, a little on the forehead. She's looking a little bit alive. And okay, now that we have applied the foundation, I'm just taking a damp beauty blender. I'm just gonna kind of tap it in to make it even, make sure there's no streaks. Whew, it's so hot in here. Oh my goodness. Get that sweat glow finish in the makeup. That's the trick. Okay, so now for the next step, I'm using the medium dark Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. So I'm gonna use that. I'm just gonna kind of go over anywhere I can still see my blemishes, and also under my eyes, around my nose for the contour. So it's like right now I see all this little, I don't know if you can see it on this camera, but it's like a slight rash right here. It's not as bad as it was yesterday when I decided to film this video because I've been taking allergy medicine, but literally just looks like I need to exfoliate, but I did exfoliate, it's just a rash. So I'm gonna leave this for like 30 seconds. Okay, this is my other trick, which don't judge me, but I like to blend in my concealer with a dry beauty blender because I feel, again, that it helps not remove as much of the product. When I use a damp one, it kind of moves around the product more and takes more of it off. So I have a dry one here. Kind of looks dirty, but that's because it's dry. I'm gonna blend this in after I let it sit for like about a minute. So I'm gonna start blending it in. I like to do the part where the pigmentation is last just because I want it to stick the most there. It also just looks worse because My eyes are literally swollen underneath from this, but you can kind of see how it stays pretty well if you let it dry a little. Next is blush, which is like one of my favorite steps. I like to use a blush to give a sun-kissed finish, so again, it looks like you're not wearing as much makeup. So my trick with that, I'm using the, excuse me, I'm using the Nudies. This is Sun-Kissed, which is the one I like for when I'm more tan, but when I'm a little bit lighter, I like in the nude a lot. So what I do with this is I take my blush brush. This one is just like one of these. I don't know what it's called. I think it's called a blush brush, not sure. Maybe it's like, I have no idea. I go like this with my cream blush all over, and then I start tapping it in on my cheeks. It's gonna seem like a lot at first. Once you do the rest, like it really doesn't. I can barely see it. I usually have to go back and add more. So I'm gonna do it all over my cheek, and I'm gonna carry it up over my nose so it gives you that sun-kissed look. Existence is pain. I'm so hot. Now we have a good base. This is how we're looking so far. The thing for when I'm breaking out, I like to make my face pretty matte, and then I'll add a highlight in specific places, but I feel like when your face is more matte, it's harder to see like any blemishes or acne as far as like bumps underneath your makeup. So I'm going in with this Kylie bronzer. This one is Tequila Tan, which is pretty much the color of my skin, so I'm just use this to kind of make my face more matte. I'm just go all over with one of these brushes. Then I'm gonna go in with the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. This one is medium golden, and I'm gonna use this just to set under my eyes. This is a really good powder. I just don't have the right color for the rest of my face right now because I got really tan, but I usually use this in different shades instead of the Kylie bronzer. But the Kylie bronzer works good too. This one I've just been using for a long time. If you've watched my other videos, I haven't changed much. So I'm just gonna use under my eyes just to set it a little bit. So next I'm gonna go in with this Kylie bronzing powder in Almond, this color. And I'm gonna use this to just contour my nose and yeah, just for my contour a little bit. Bronzing brush, and use the same powder. Sometimes I mix this one in the tequila, just depending on how tan I am. And I'm gonna do my forehead, a little bit here, under my chin. And then I'm just gonna go in with, back in with this in the tequila to just blend it a little better on my forehead. She cute or whatever. Okay, so for Faux Freckles, depending how many I want to do, I have a few different methods. So if I'm doing a quick look, I'll just use this Precisely My Brow Pencil, and I'll go over all my freckles I already have and make them more defined. And then I'm gonna blend it out, so that's why my nose is still really contoured, but I'm gonna blend it out. Sometimes if I want a full freckle look, I'll use the powder, and I'll do that plus this. I also have a little tube, and it's called Freck. It's like this little gel, and you dab it on. What I do after I dab it on is kind of like lightly scrape off the excess, because it kind of like stains your skin a little bit. So you can like scrape off the gel after, and it leaves a really natural look. All right, so right now I'm just gonna use this pencil because I'm doing a quick look, nothing crazy. And I'm just gonna go over my freckles. So I'll kind of go in first and do some big ones, just randomly, and just like tap it in my finger so it doesn't look so defined. This is my least favorite look of it, but this is the most efficient. So now that we have that, I'm just gonna use this and kind of tap in any excess powder over the freckles so they don't look too defined and look more natural. Okay, now for eyeshadow, I'm using this Morphe palette. This is Second Nature 3502. I use this color, I don't know what it is. It's this one. I take something sharp, usually tweezers or like that, and I scrape off a little bit of the powder. So then I'm gonna take a makeup setting spray. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter. So a little bit just in this area we're gonna use it, and you go over your nose. You wanna make sure that you're not gonna get it anywhere else, which is hard, so lightly tap it. Make sure you tilt your head back. Like I said, you never know where it's gonna go, if it's gonna look even, so it's kind of stressful. Just move it around as you tap it so you don't get too much in one spot. And then you'll just take like a damp beauty blender, I'm gonna use this one, and just lightly tap it in and twist it as you move, because if you tap it in one spot and then tap it again in another, the excess is gonna go and it might be too much in one spot, like a stamp almost. So as you can see, that just added a little bit more of that all over look. It kind of got chunky in some places, but looks pretty good. I'm gonna go in after and just add a few more with the eyebrow pencil just to make it more even. Ta-da! Okay, so now for eyeshadow. Same palette. I'm gonna use this color right here, which is like also a warm color. I'm going for warm. So I'm just taking this eyeshadow brush. This one's from Kylie. I'm just gonna go in under my eyes, and this is where I'm gonna kind of disguise the dryness under my eyes, but using a color that's not that noticeable, so you can't really tell that there's too much eyeshadow. As you guys can see, I got an eyelash lift. I'm gonna do a video about eyelashes, eyelash lift versus eyelash extensions if you guys want me to, so just like comment below and let me know, and I'll give my review and whatever for the two. So then I'm just taking the same eyeshadow with the fluffier side brush, blending in from where I just brought it up on the side and just kind of like blending it all the way in. Then I'm gonna go under and just kind of blend out this, because I like it to honestly kind of like not be defined at all. I'm obsessed, as you guys know, with eyebrow brushes. I made these when I was in college. I use this for my eyebrows, and I really like this specific eyebrow brush, and not just because I made it, but because these bristles are stiff and really fanned out. I'm just gonna brush them up before I fill them in so I can make sure I fill them in correctly. My eyebrows honestly feel like pubes, to be just, you know, completely honest. And then I take my Anastasia brow pencil. This one is the Brow Wiz in dark brown. And what I do is I start filling from here over first, because I'm using the most pressure, and then it creates a point on the pencil, which this already has right now, because usually it's rounded, but this creates a point, so then it's easier to make those fine hair strokes at the front. So I'm gonna take it, use the side that's flat already, just fill in here. It's crazy because like I broke out in my eyebrow, and you can't see it because my eyebrow's so thick, but I literally had like 4 pimples in my eyebrow. And the thing is, I was putting the mask in my eyebrow, like right here, because I usually do like get blackheads right there. So I was like, oh, let me put the face mask in my eyebrow, and then I was like allergic, so it made me break out in my eyebrow. It was the craziest thing. This is my bitchy eyebrow. And I know like this is different for a lot of people, the way they do their eyebrows. It depends on your hair texture. I know that mine are like darker and stuff like that, so I don't like fill them in completely. So this might not be the best like way to explain for anybody that I like deer eyebrows, but this is just how I do it. Then I have to check if they're even because one's thicker than the other. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my highlighter. This is the highlighter that everybody asks me about online. It doesn't exist anymore. I've had this highlighter legitimately since 8th grade, this one thing of highlighter since 8th grade. So I'm gonna work on finding a dupe for you guys. What I'm gonna do next is I'm going to just take a setting spray and lightly mist it over. This helps the highlight stick better and be more pigmented. So I'm gonna lightly I'm going to use this highlighter and do the apples of my cheek and work my way up. Almost literally looks like you have like cheeks made out of gold. Then I'm gonna do it on my nose. I love it so much. I'm gonna cry because it's almost gone. I'm literally gonna have a mental breakdown, I'm not joking. All right, so next I'm gonna take, this is the Kylie Cosmetics Fiji. I'm gonna use this for the highlight of my inner corners. I just take a little on the brush like this. Then I do a little on the tip of my nose, my cupid's bow. If I want my face to be extra shiny and to blind everyone in the room, I will put this, I just layer on top of this lightly. And you see how like with the golden undertones, it just really, really stands out. Next step, mascara. This is the Tartiest. I'm using this. Usually I'd curl my eyelashes, but since I have the lash lift, I don't need to do that. So I'm just put a little bit of this. And like you can see how this is highlight, and you can see my little blemish right here more just because it's highlight compared to, I have a bunch here, but you can't see as much because it's matte. Just use a little spoolie to clean up my mascara. Now I'm gonna do the lip, depending on if you want more natural or less. If I want a more natural look, I'll just use nude color, like color my lip liner, and then I'll just put this Palmer's Cocoa Butter. I've been using this for years. So I'll do that just to give it a more natural look, because I do feel like lipstick really does make people think you're wearing a lot more makeup. If that makes sense. Like if you don't put mascara and lipstick, I really feel like people are like, oh, you're wearing no makeup. No, like I'm gonna wear lipstick because I just feel, I'm feeling rich, you know? So I wanna look cute. So I'm taking, this is Kylie Cosmetics Brown Sugar. I'm gonna line my lips. Now I'm gonna take this Grande Lips Hydro Pump Liquid Lipstick. Can you see it? It gives you a nice minty plumping feeling, which I like. It needs to dry for a second, so let me just take down this messy hair. So me and Alyssa and Cindy are just going to go shopping right now, so I'm just gonna throw my hair up like this. I don't really like care too much how it looks. I'll put on some gold hoops, and then the last step is this Blitz Gold Pat McGrath lip gloss. It's like a bunch of different colors because I always mix it with my lip liner. Wow, I went from having not plump lips to... Okay, honey, I know you see me because I'm feeling rich. All right, let me put on my shirt. All right, guys, so this is my final look. Super cute top from Evolve. This is LPA. This just goes with the color tones of the makeup look we did today. Just some gold hoops. I went from feeling really not cute to cute. I'm feeling cute. Anyway, so I hope you guys liked this video. Make sure you comment your suggestions for whatever videos you would like me to do in the future. Don't forget to stream my new song, Chase the Summer, featuring Jeremih, out now on all platforms. Thank you guys so much for watching.